So, this news you've probably seen. Now, before we go any deeper into it, I would like to point out that none of this is really confirmed. It's nothing official. It's just, this is out there and we could get it. And I think there's a reason why it's been out there. And you've probably seen it by now if you're on social media. And that is the concept art of a Batman Beyond animated movie that some producers and writers are trying to get permission from Warner Brothers to film. Basically, it's 3 concept pieces. All of Batman, of Terry as Batman. And we even see one where he's being chased by Ink, one of his better known villains. So, again, I do have to stress that this isn't like an official confirmation. This is more of a, hey, this is a pitch we did 5 months ago, here's some concept art. And let's talk about this real quick before we go any deeper into it. Now, first off, a Batman Beyond movie, I think everyone has wanted a Batman Beyond movie for a while. Ever since, the DCEU happened and now is no longer around, people have been, asking and begging for a Batman Beyond movie. And some would say that maybe a Batman Beyond movie would have been better than a Suicide Squad game. A Batman Beyond game from Rocksteady may have been better than a Kill the Justice League game. What am I saying? Of course it would be. So, this is a really cool idea. Again, it was a pitch, and according to the guy who wants to direct it, I forget his name, him and his crew went to the Warner Brothers group, and they said, and at the start of the meeting, they said, look, there is no shot of us greenlighting a Batman Beyond movie, but sure, we'll give you some time. We'll humor you. Here, what's your pitch? And then the pitch went from no to maybe. That's apparently how it went. So now, they put out all of this stuff, this concept art for this movie, and now, funny how it's the word is getting spread out of a movie that could or couldn't happen, and they're still trying to get in touch with James Gunn. Now, it's important to note that this movie still might not happen. But I find it interesting, I really do, that the concept art is everywhere, and they just happen to showcase it. It kind of feels a lot like that quote-unquote leak from the Deadpool test footage from Comic-Con, and then it immediately led to Deadpool getting a film and being a major franchise. That's what it really feels like. It feels like this. Now, you may be thinking, well, James Gunn said that, movies and even animated movies would all be tied into his DC universe. They wouldn't be, Batman Beyond wouldn't be connected. That's where you're wrong. He did say that there would be Elseworlds movies. That's where the Batman is. The Batman is considered the Batman universe, just like the Penguin TV show. That's Elseworlds. Teen Titans Go is being called Elseworlds, and they're basically saying, yeah, if there's any other project that is long enough, it will be a DC Elseworlds. So that's what I'm thinking. If this actually got greenlit, that's what it would be, is that it'd be an Elseworlds story. So, again, this so far hasn't been put out, but it really does feel like it was put on social media to kind of spread the word of this. And I really do think that this, that was the idea, was show the concept art and be well, maybe we could get it if Warner Brothers saw the interest. But then you always run into that risk of, what if David Zaslav looks at it and goes, oh, it looks like a good movie. It's a nice animated film you got there. It's all finished and stuff. Be a real shame if someone deleted it for a tax write-off. Boop. Don't lie. That actually might happen. So, what would this movie be? Now, from the concept art, it really reminds me of the Spider-Verse movies. Which, again, I'm not knocking it for that. I'm actually I am so glad the Spider-Verse movies exist, because this has made every animation studio step up their game since the first Spider-Verse movie. Like, we've seen that with DreamWorks, we saw that with the Ninja Turtles movie from Paramount. We've seen, like, this step up in animation. It doesn't have... even though it is CGI, it doesn't have to be... it really does not have to be a major problem. Like, goddamn chair. I swear to God. It really doesn't have to be just same generic CGI. So that's what I like most about... Fucking chair, oh my God. I always say I'm going to get a new chair, and then I never get it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But that's the thing, is that... And again, the animation might change. This is just concept art. Like, this, if the movie hypothetically got made, there is a chance they may change the animation. Though, I do think they would probably take a lot of notes out of Spider-Verse still. Now, as for cast, obviously we can't have Kevin Conroy as Batman, sadly. Would it be cool to get Terry's voice actor? I think it would be really cool. But the thing is that Hollywood depends more on celebrity voice actors, as we saw in, fucking Mario Brothers movies, where they depended on Chris Pratt to be Mario. Like, that's just the name of the game. It's ugly and I hate it, but like, that's the name of the game, is that it would be a celebrity voice actor. Just please not Chris Pratt as Terry McGinnis. No, please. But yeah, and who would play Bruce? I know a lot of people are going to say Michael Keaton, because whenever we talk about a Batman Beyond movie, Michael Keaton is that Batman we want to see. But there's always a chance they could get someone else. Like, they could easily get another actor to play Bruce, to voice Bruce in the movie. Who I would get, so if it was a celebrity voice actor to voice old Bruce, I really don't know. I really have no idea. But yeah. So the other thing is, too, like, what kind of story you're going to have... are you going to, is this going to be an origin story? I would imagine, hypothetically, if this movie got made, it probably would be an origin story. Or are you going to get a film, like, it's set, like year 2 of Terry's life as Batman? Or are you going to do it where kind of like it's Neo year, where in Neo year, Bruce is gone, he died, and Terry has pushed everyone away and he's by himself. It's kind of a total, like, soft reboot of Batman Beyond. I personally wouldn't want that, because I'd like to see, like, Dana in his family, because that's what made Terry so much fun as a character, is that he had a girlfriend, he had a life, he had things that Bruce never had, and not to mention, he had a mouth on him. Terry had a fucking mouth on him. He was out here cracking jokes, throwing people, just driving them nuts. Now, as to who would be the villains, we did see ink in the concept, but again, concepts can change. I do imagine if, hypothetically, and I keep saying hypothetically, if this movie did get made, I'd imagine ink would probably be like an antagonist, but I would imagine it's gotta be Derek Powers, right? Like, that's the villain, like, that's Terry's, like, for all intents and purposes, Derek Powers, a.k.a. Blight, is Terry's arch nemesis. You have to do Blight, or at the very least have him be Derek Powers, and, like, using Ink and the other villains as, like, proxies to try and kill Batman, and then maybe if you get a sequel bait, you make him Blight, or have it like he's been hiding his deterioration, yeah, and then reveal it's Blight or something like that. But yeah, I'm really thinking that was the idea, was that to show all this concept art just to, like, gauge public opinion. And hopefully public opinion has been really good. So I'm really hoping that this Batman Beyond movie does get made. I 100% hope that this is a Batman Beyond film that we finally get. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this possibility of getting a Batman Beyond movie? Do you guys want it? Do you guys not want it? Who would you want to voice Terry? Who would you want to voice old Bruce? You know, just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.